Well, the results are in, and like I said, I wasn't holding my breath this week. Could have been anywhere, as we suggested. Now, not gonna dwell on this. I'm gonna jump straight into the judging to explain what I'm trying to say. Zone 3 for me, almost zone 4. As you can see, the winning average cross is down here in the middle of the post, much lower, just above his hand. Now, you remember last week we had three sort of clusters really on Saturday when we looked at our average. We had a cluster down here somewhere. Actually, I think it was further to the left. We had a little cluster here, which was a bit further to the left again, I think, because I went to the right of it. And we had another cluster up here. And my original one was quite high. It was up here. And a few of you said, oh, it's way too high, way too high. And I said, yeah, you're probably right. It probably is way too high. But you've got to take into consideration that one or two of the judges might possibly go that high, which will affect the average. So what we said was, if some are going up here, some down here, and some down here, then the average would be around there somewhere, depending on how many went in each cluster. So let's have a look at that, the judging. And here's the judging video, and as you can see, there's a cluster of 4 here, and then we go up a little bit higher, there's another 2 together there. Our middle cluster was further over to the left there, and I think it was higher up as well. But then you've got these 2 stray ones up here. So like I said, some of them would go high and 2 of them did go high. And why this could have been a vastly different result is because we've got 4 down here, which has pulled that average right down. Because imagine if you took 2 of those crosses out and 2 of those had gone higher up there, they would have kept that, they would have been weighted higher up there, and that average would have gone much higher. Now we'll skip to the end in a minute, but I've already looked at the end result, and they've taken those 2 crosses out, which has dropped this down even further down here. But the point I was making was, if, for example, 2 of them were sort of higher up here, it only needed 1 or 2 crosses to go further up there, and that could have been that winning cross there, the average, well, there isn't it, because those 2 crosses are still left in, but the average would have been a long way away from where the winning cross actually was this week. And this is a problem we have. We can say every week, you know, well, some will go down low, some will go high. So let's try and go around the sort of the middle mark. But if it's weighted like this, where more of them have gone lower, then they're going to take those 2 out, and it's going to be so much lower than where our average was. I'll skip to the end. So there we can see they've taken those 2 top ones out, the 2 strayer ones. I probably agree with that. Yeah, I possibly agree with that, because they were, you know, regardless of where I think the average should have been, those 2 were sort of apart from this. Well, it's sort of 2 clusters here, but those 2 are not that far away from these, are they? So it's almost one bigger group there, one bigger cluster. So yeah, but that's the difference it made, that it only took 1 or 2 of the judges, if they'd gone sort of higher with their colleagues up there, that winning cross would have been in a massively different place. It would have probably been half an inch higher than where it is now. So we're not talking a couple of pixels here. We're probably talking 100 or so pixels different, all because. Right, let's have a look at this week's picture. I've had a quick look. Alright, I've had a quick look. I had a look yesterday briefly and threw a cross in as a starting point. And just remember, guys, before you say it's miles out from where you think it is, this is just a starting point. This is why we have the average on a Saturday, so we can see what everybody's thinking and, you know, your reasoning behind it. So I'll draw some lines in a second, because this fella is looking down, isn't he, by the look of it? But down slightly. I think I started with this fella. I drew a line from his eyeball up in that direction. I thought he was looking up in that direction somewhere. Looks about right to me. Might be a bit lower, might be a bit higher. We all see it differently. And then this guy, number 20 on his back, he's no use to anybody. He's not even looking at the ball. Then I drew the line from this fella to see where along that line of sight that it would intersect, and I ended up about there, because I think he's looking down, but I think he's only looking sort of slightly down, just below the horizontal. So, you know, obviously I might change it, probably will change it, but that's my first one of the week there so far. Look at that, it's right on that pole thing on the back. But yes, two people. We can't even see this guy's eyes properly. We can only go by the angle of his head. But this fella looks like the one he's forward and his arms are down. So I would say he's headed it. He can't be coming in for it. He wouldn't be leaning that far forward, would he? He'd be leaning back if anything. So he's headed it, and it's buggering off in that direction. This guy at the back here, I think he's just been photoshopped in, and he's standing on a box of oranges, because he doesn't look like he's jumped. He just looks an odd shape. Obviously he's higher than the others. I mean, we'd have to assume he's jumped, but it doesn't look as though he's jumped. Maybe that's just me. But that's what I am for my first one this week. That's 14831151. I'll start off the coordinates for Saturday's average. I'll put that in the comments section. But that's what I am for this week. So we'll have another look on Saturday. But I got a feeling it's not going to be too bad this week. I think we'll have quite a decent cluster this weekend, because I can't really see, looking at this fella on the right, I can't really see how we can be that much higher or that much lower. It may vary a bit left to right, but we'll see. Leave a coordinate now for Saturday. We'll do another, we'll see where the average is, or what people are thinking, what area people are thinking, and let me know what you got on as well. Right, so look at Revcomps before I give Revcomps up completely. So what did I go for next Monday? Look at that Audi RS Q8, which is basically a Urus, Lamborghini Urus. I think it's the same chassis, same engine, it's just a different body. £200 a ticket, that 700 tickets available, and that's nearly half sold. And then we've got this Tesla, only 1,000 tickets, 35 quid a ticket. Nice little van there, only 3,000 tickets. That's, what was it, 2050? Oh, it's 9 years old, I suppose. I did have one as Supra, because it was 35k cash alternative. I think I might have said last week that it was a 30k, but 35k. I haven't bothered with this Kia or the Jag. But I do like a Golf diesel. I used to have a Mark 1 GTI Golf in Mars Red. But 8,000 tickets, 5.5 quid a ticket. Yeah, I got something on that. Then they added some more then on last night, ready for next Monday. So all I know I'm going to do, even though it's 20,000 tickets, is I'll do one of this Aston Martin, because it's 70 grand cash alternative. Not really interested in this AMG. This motorhome, it's a bit too big really. Now, I am partial to a Range Rover Evoque. Cracking car for towing a caravan, that I haven't got, but I would buy one. But I haven't done that yet, but I'm tempted, because it's they're cheap tickets at the moment, 4.5 quid a ticket. Audi RS4, they're always popular, that'll go in no time. Just under 12 quid a ticket as it stands. And a van, not a camper van, just a van. Always popular, these are. And these things are expensive to buy. But I haven't done that. So if anything, it'll definitely be the Aston Martin for the cash alternative. Possibly the Range Rover, I don't know. We'll see, because I am genuinely cutting right back now. And then the vehicle auto draws, have they added anything since I last looked? No, they haven't. I haven't done that. I haven't got horses. I haven't got a bike license, although I have had bikes in the past. Didn't let a thing like a license get in the way. I looked at this BMW, but it's got those gruesome bright red seats. I can't, Christ no, I'd have to wear sunglasses driving it in the middle of winter. I couldn't. The other one was on here, the M140i. I think that was that had bright red seats and all. Good grief! What the hell were people thinking when they ordered those? Another Golf diesel. I did have one on this, and I did have one on this Ranger. Only on the off chance. I think it was when it was under the, you know, the bit when you check out. There's a big list of stuff you can add for like £1 a time or something. It was listed in those. I'm pretty sure it was in there for a while, so I think I grabbed one in there. But 50,000 tickets, so not high hopes there. But I might do this as well. I'm not sure. This it's an AMG line. It's not the AMG one. It's quite nice. But I think the first one I've got now will be Friday for the Golf, and then Saturday for this. So that's that. Let me know you get on, guys. Leave a coordinate now for Saturday so we can work out another average. It might be as terrible as this one, but you know, a lot of them have been very close. And good luck for next week.